What's going on, too? There's this major health-related issue and misconception about drinking milk and how when you consume milk itself, it debilitates the body over time, and pretty much the detrimentalities that it brings with it. Um, uh, there's been a like incessant push of milk down our throats from day one in America because milk itself, they don't tell you, debilitates the body, and all it is starch, mucus, all into one bottle or one plastic gallon. And what it does is, over time, it will depredate the body and destroy it from within. A lot of diseases come from milk, and people don't try to, they try to ignore the fact and remain ignorant. And, the thing is that when we're first born, we should be drinking our mother's milk. You know what I mean? You don't see a baby cow drinking human's milk, it drinks its own. So, why would you drink a cow's milk? It makes no sense whatsoever. Just think about it. And why most adults are on cow's milk is totally preposterous because you should be weaning yourself off milk at an early age, period. You don't get calcium, vitamin D from milk. You know what I mean? Vitamin D comes from that out there, the sun. Your body synthesizes vitamin D naturally. So, what's the need for milk if you need calcium? No, you don't need calcium pills. You don't need none of that stuff. Get sunlight, you know what I mean? To eat right, you'll be fine. And the thing about milk is, milk itself is complex. You know what I mean? Its composition is made up of galactose and glucose. It's a disaccharide itself. And what happens with milk is we have a specialized enzyme. It's called lactase. Now, it's very prevalent in humans at a very tender age. But just want to say that was a little yellow jacket coming near. But very prevalent in young ages. And what happens is as you progress, you begin to lose that enzyme, or its efficiency begins to die down. And this help you, drinking milk, most importantly human's milk. But what happens is when you drink cow's milk at a later age, um, the lactase isn't as efficient. And all lactase it's an enzyme that specializes in catalyzing the hydrolysis of lactose into glucose and galactose so that we can digest it. And see what happens is the efficiency dies down, and then what happens is the milk, as we digest it through our small intestine, mainly the small intestine has a lot to do with food absorption and getting its nutrients, and all the other bad stuff go down the large intestine where you defecate it out. And see, when the milk isn't fully digested through the small intestine, it leaves its remnants into the large intestine. The large intestine has a lot to do with just water itself. So what happens is it ferments. Fermentation begins to exhibit. And see what happens with this is why you have that bloated feeling when you drink milk, because most of the population in America, even though the whole world is lactose intolerant, we can't digest milk properly. Our bodies, our physiology was not meant for it. And see what happens is fermentation begins to exhibit, and then that's where bloating comes from. And then your intestinal flora or your gut flora try to, digest it and help you digest it and whatnot. And what happens is you have like I forgot, it's like some kind of metabolized reflex where now you have flatulence, or i.e. gas. And that's where excessive bloating and gas comes from. And that's why you feel sick or you feel bloated and big, because our physiology, we never evolved enough to drink milk. So, if you need milk for calcium reasons, really do your research. Don't just listen to me. Do your own research, and just read about it, because this is positive, negative, and everything, and what we interpret it as. For me, I believe milk slowly debilitates the body and destroys it. A lot of cancers come from that. So really do your research about the milk. Try to stray away from all those animal-derived products. You know what I mean? Try to get back, to plant-based foods so you can alkaline the body, because all milk is an acidic. It's a composition that's mainly acidic, and that's what renders the body in that acidic state. And that's where a lot of diseases come from, because it debilitates the immune system, debilitates the bones and all this and that. People don't like to research it because it's the corporation push to push milk down our throat to get us sick, to get us on their products. It's nothing more than a big sham. So really do your own research, because I was there before. I drank milk when I was younger, And then as I progress, I begin to read more and understand that this is nothing more than a big sham. So, leave the milk alone, do your own research, and really try to, don't depredate the body. You know what I mean? Keep alkaline in the body that way, because, we're all plants. All right? Peace.